Rarely have I seen such an impressive rally as with Pangolin. We more than doubled in the last 2 days, and yes, this is simply just a very quick update video on the video just recently published. We are now at 63 cents, up 70% just today. And 2 days ago we were at 28 cents, but initially nobody cared. Have a look at the video. The video first underperformed a typical video. Now it's catching up as Pangolin is going up. So if you're interested in the fundamentals like developer activity, partnerships, locked up capital, or token inflation, then feel free again to check out that prior video. In this video, we want to look at what's driving this rally right now. And as usual, we are using data that most people aren't looking at. We're going to look at the blockchain. We're going to look at who's accumulating here. And the answer isn't that easy actually. So Pangolin is on the Avalanche chain. And according to Snowtrace, so the explorer of Avalanche, Pangolin has 35,000 holders. Now the vast majority of those holders has only very small amounts. On the left side here, on this chart, we see the number of wallets that hold at least 1,000 Pangolin tokens. So at the current price, that's $631. There's only 2,200 such wallets. Less than 10% of all holders have $600 in it. And I'd still consider this retail. In the middle, we've got medium-sized retail. There's now another 10x. So this is $6,000 worth of the token. On the right side, we've got the number of wallets that have $60,000 worth of the token. Now, the number of small retail wallets grew by roughly 18% in the last month. The number of medium-sized retail wallets grew by 32%. The number of whale wallets grew by 20%. So one might expect, based on those numbers, that the price should have appreciated maybe 25-30% in the last month. This is not what we are seeing. And this is where I do get my question marks whether or not this is a legitimate rally. In the last month, the price went up by 765%. The number of holders definitely did not go up that much. So this seems to be driven by just a very few key players that accumulate so heavily. Now there is a black box here, unfortunately. All the data that we looked at so far was on-chain data, so we can directly look at the transactions on-chain. It's 100% transparent. A lot of the trading volume though doesn't happen on-chain. It happens on Coinbase. 77% of all of trading volume happens on Coinbase. So this is probably where a lot of demand is coming from. And again, I'm not sure if this is broad adoption by a lot of different holders, or if there are a few players with very heavy pockets, market makers potentially, that push the price up and down. Now, I was rather bullish in my prior video because token inflation is low, relative valuation charts looked fine, and we did see quite a bit of accumulation by the whales. But now, since the rally has accelerated by that much, I'm not sure how much of this is still natural. I think it might make sense to take some profit. A straightforward way to do this is to use trailing stop losses. You don't have a regular stop loss where you simply just stopped out when the price falls below. Instead, you're trailing this as the price goes up. So you continue to elevate this as the price rises. And then at some point, the momentum slows down a little bit. And that's then when you exit. So you have a trailing stop loss, you take all the positive momentum, but you exit early enough. Make sure not to fall victim to manipulation in case this crashes at some point. I believe it might. And so if it's your first time here, feel free to subscribe. I publish videos regularly. A like would be very much appreciated as well. It helps the channel grow. Again, there's another video with all the fundamentals. Feel free to check out this channel. And last but not least, if you've got Telegram, feel free to join us. Link is down below.